Hello and good Monday morning to all of you ladies in Facebook land. I am with Marty. You've got to help me out. Oh, is it Ouellette?
Yeah. Oh God, I love that you said that because I have owls behind me, but it's French. It's pronounced Woolette.
Ouellette.
Woolette.
Marty Ouellette. I've said it about 7 different ways myself, and I've never asked. So it's Marty Ouellette. And today we're talking about how to get out of our own way. How many of us know that we need to get out of our own way? I think all of our hands can go up and go, yes, I know, I need to get out of my own way. But I think it's more the unconscious or the subconscious that we wind up getting in our own way. So, Marty, I would love you to kick this off this morning. And by the way, ladies, if you love having these Monday morning spotlights, know that you too can join these. We bring our members forward every Monday morning with their genius, and they talk a little bit about what they have going on, and you get to learn about them a little bit more, as well as they always offer free stuff, and it's just wonderful. It's just a great way for our community to come together. And remember, we will always want to be learning if we want to be leaders. And it's great to be motivated, inspired, and educated on a weekly basis. So Marty, welcome to the Member Monday Spotlight. And I cannot say that 10 times fast, so I will not try. Please give us your education this morning. I can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for having me. I know. The color of kings.
It is.
Thank you so much for having me. And I love this community. I have met so many wonderful, wonderful women, completely supportive, selflessly giving, generous. It has been a fantastic ride with you. So thank you so much for creating this community. You are a gift. You are a gift. You are a gift to women everywhere, Colleen.
Thanks.
And because I live in your neighborhood, I know you're a gift to this whole community. So.
I love you.
Thank you. So getting out of your own way. Yes. So the best way to relate this to people is think about, especially in the world of social media, when you're sitting there and you're scrolling through everything that's going on in other people's lives and you see something and you're like, wow, that's fantastic. I want to do that. That's really cool. Then notice your next thought. What is your next thought? I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm not educated enough, I can't do that, I'll never be able to, like,
I can't afford it.
I can't afford it. There's a whole list of things and you don't even know.
Have time.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have that, or I don't have the love of my, whatever it is. That's the conversation in your head that you're getting in your own way. Anything is possible. You get out of your head and live from your heart. I just posted this morning about the best thing you can do to show gratitude to your creator, and whatever you believe your creator is to live a life on fire, to be fierce and come from your body, from your heart, and stop letting the monkey brain get in the way. So I've been a project manager most of my life, all of my life. And I'm the idea person. Like, I hear all the people with all the ideas. And there's a moment where I hear them, the brain kicks in and I hear them start talking about why they can't do it. And my job is to keep people up in the ideas, in their heart, in their body, in their, like, I'm coming out of my chair right now. I feel like I'm Mexican jumping bean, but get them excited and show them, yes, we get to create it. You get to go there. So
I love that. Well, I love that because you're not the only one speaking about this. And I want to remind women, this is across the board, right? So Mel Robbins talked about her 5-second rule, and it's research. So this is real research that has been done that tells us that our conscious mind, when we say we want to do something and our decision is yes immediately, but then in 5 seconds, we start talking ourselves out of it, that becomes the old laid tracks, right? The subconscious foundation, everything that happened when we were kids, the old beliefs that we have, everything starts telling us we can't. And then what we do is we come up with excuses, like you said, of all the reasons now why we can't. It's bullshit. I'm just going to be honest with everybody. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm fine saying it. It's complete crap, because if you say yes then you need to find a way to make it happen. Or if you just dream about a vision that you have, then that's simply what you are. You're not an entrepreneur. And if you run a business, you have to take action, and the wealth rewards speed. We talk about it all the time. You have to make that decision immediately and then find the way to make it happen later. It's like goal setting. When you set goals, you have to take action. You set the goal, that's the action that you take. And then, believe it or not, once you set that intention and that action, all the doors start coming to work to bring that to you. Once you set it out there, it becomes the reality. Then everything else has to line up for you to get there.
Yeah. Money loves speed. I love how you said that. Money loves speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the reason money loves speed, is that it doesn't allow the monkey brain to engage. You just keep going. You go from your heart. You go from your heart. There's an exercise I have my clients do right off the bat, and it's called it's a kitchen table talk. And we talk about all the voices in your head, one of which is fear. And I want you to think about your little kids. And if you have a bunch of kids and they're all sitting at the kitchen table and everybody's talking at the same time, everybody wants mom's attention. They're talking over each other. One of those children is fear. And you have a conversation where you let fear tell you everything they're afraid of. And you write out everything you're afraid of. Because I'm telling you, when you're sitting here and you're thinking about it, it's overwhelming. When you actually write it down, you'll be amazed at how much it really isn't. You let the brain take over. So the kitchen table talk with the voices in your head is the first exercise I make all my clients do. And then we use that list of fear. And every time they stop themselves, or they don't do the committed action that they said they were going to do, or they pull back, we go back to that list. Look, this came from your monkey brain. And think of it. Do you remember the Tom and Jerry cartoons where the devil and the angel on your shoulder? Right? The angel wants you to succeed. The devil is telling you your limiting beliefs. So if you think of it outside of yourself, outside of it, it's somebody over there, and it has a purpose, right? It wants to keep you safe, and it wants to keep you comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. So you get to lean into that.
Yeah. I think the minute we get uncomfortable, you're right. That's immediately we just start kind of backtracking and making excuses, and excuses will get you nowhere. You're literally excuses are building like a brick wall. You're building a house right where you are. You're not willing to keep stepping forward. And I love that kitchen talk. Is that what you said you called it?
Kitchen table talk with the voices in your head.
Kitchen table talk with the voices in your head. Now, I generally tell people to write all the limiting beliefs down and things that are holding you back that day, and then walk outside. And I've done Instagram videos on this, and just light that sucker on fire and watch how fast the fears that you have disappear and just burn, because they're gone now. And that's how much they exist. They exist because we create them, but they don't really exist.
Well, there's things that happen to you when you're a child that you don't even know. You put that in your head. So I'll give you a great example. When I was 3 years old, I fell out of bed, broke my collarbone, both collarbones. My father was, there's nothing wrong with you. Put you back in bed, put you back in bed. I'm in bed, I'm crying. I'm begging for, somebody to believe that I'm in pain. And my father's like, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And probably most people can relate to this. I'll give you something to stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about. Right. So of course they eventually took me to the hospital and got me and realized that something was wrong. But in that moment, as a child, the story I'm telling myself is, I don't matter. I'm not loved. My voice doesn't matter. And not until I hired a coach, did I realize I wasn't using my voice. And I never knew where that came from. And once I connected that, and then I could go through my life and say, oh, well, here's where I didn't use my voice. Oh, here's where I didn't use my voice. That's a limiting belief that was put in the cellular structure of your body, right? And you didn't even know it was one of those fears. And now once you connect it, you're like, boom. It's not true. It's something I made up in that moment. It's not true. I can use my voice.
Yeah, totally. I completely understand what you're saying. And another limiting belief that I hear often is one that is about life is hard, right? Working is hard. Can you shut the door? Can you shut the door? Thanks. Shut the door. Thanks. Anyway, life is hard. We can't. Paige, come shut the door for me, please. Thanks. So life is hard. We can't. Come here. Come here. Life is hard. We can't. Hold on. Say hi. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Say good morning. Okay,
Good
now
morning.
go out and shut the door for Grandma. Thank you so much. No, go shut the door. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, life is hard. We have to work hard for our money. Everything is hard. And if we've heard our parents say this over and over and over again, then we believe life is hard. I have to work hard for my money. And that's something that was really put into fruition when we were so young. We just heard it repeated over and over again when our parents were there and we didn't even realize. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get you on that one.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
well, Marti, I really appreciate you being here. Hey, Marti's going to put all of her information at the bottom for you guys. So no worries. You can go ahead and make sure that you contact her below. And I really appreciate you being with us today. There's so much we can learn from the lessons that you taught us in writing down our fears. And Paige, can you shut the door for me? Thank you. In writing down our fears and being able to really address those and looking back at that list. I love how you keep the list. So looking back at that list for us to be able to say, oh, wait, I got to go back to my list to say, yep, that's a limiting belief. That's something I should have. I need to say yes to this because I'm stopping myself. And it's amazing. In 1 month, I'm imagining what you can do with your clients. I'm imagining it's just crazy insane of how you can help get them over those hurdles when they have something to compare it to and really understanding what their limiting beliefs are.
Yeah. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of your fear.
Ooh, I love that. Well, we're just going to close on that. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of your fears. Yep. Okay.
Thanks,
all
Colleen.
right, Marti. Thanks for joining us this morning. Sorry, everybody, I had no idea they were coming home. They were supposed to be at gymnastics.
That's okay.
Not sure what happened. Anyway, that's the part of working from home that we all love so, so much. So thanks for joining us this morning, Marti. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you.